The last time I did a video, it was about a month ago. Actually, I guess by tomorrow it will have been an actual month ago. And I talked about the Freestyle Libre 3 monitor and the sensor, the reader, and the problems I was having with it, and I was irked. Well, what happened is the same thing that had been happening last time. I went through 14 days. It worked out well. I put on the new sensor, 8.5 minutes, it's done. It just wasn't having it. So I contacted the company. They sent me another sensor, and I get the other sensor, and that one also busted in 8.5 minutes. Frustrating. I went ahead and ordered a third one, but I'm like, this just has to stop. I knew I had an appointment with my endocrinologist on last Thursday. So what is that? That's the 16th. May 16th. I knew I was going to have an appointment with her. So I said, I'm just going to wait until I get to talk to her. The strange thing is I hadn't seen her in a year and a half. I'd seen the nurse assistant, but I hadn't seen her. And then I find out just before she comes in to see me that she had another child. So she had been pregnant, and I guess she's, one of those women who doesn't do so well when she's pregnant, so she just missed a lot of time. But now she's back on some kind of regular basis. So I sit down with her, and I tell her the problems that I've had with the Freestyle reader, which I didn't really trust. I told her about the lows, which she knew about because, I've got the record of that. And so she looks it up online and she says, you've been using that same medication for 10 years. And I hadn't really thought about it all that much, but I knew it had been a while. And I had gone through 3 or 4 medications before I got to the Novolin. And so she said, they've got some new things right now. I think we should try one of those. Are you welcome to do it? And she doesn't really know me all that well since I've only seen her 3 times, but I'm not necessarily one of those people who likes to change all that much, especially if something has been quasi-working. The Freestyle, y'all know, that wasn't working all that well, so I said, sure, let's go ahead and try it. So, I'm off Novolin now. I've still got the pins because, I paid for them, so I put them down in the bottom of the refrigerator. They're probably going to sit there forever, or at least for a while, and at some point I'll throw them away. Anyway, the first pin that I have now, the next medication is called Trulicity, and it comes in this box. Trulicity, it's over here. Okay, it's over here. And this is what it looks like. And the thing is that you take one pin, you pull it out, it's already got the needle, the pin tips is already on it. You set it to whatever it's supposed to be on, you push the button, it injects, you hold it 10 to 15 seconds, that's it, you throw it away. When I was reading the instructions, it said that you should try to find something to put your pin needles in so that you don't have an exposed needle. Well, that doesn't have an exposed needle. I mean, it's way back in. I mean, someone would have to dig their finger way in there just to do it. I don't have anything, I'm a single guy. I don't have anything else in the house like that. So that's what I was doing with the Novolin pin. That's pretty much what I'm going to do with this one. Anyway, this is a once a week or once every 10 days because the doctor said you change it every 10 days, but the box and the nurse who called me earlier today when I wasn't home and she left a message said I'm supposed to change it once a week. So anyhow, that's Trulicity. And then the other thing is Lantus. Now, for whatever reason, my mind thinks I'd heard of Lantus before, but maybe I hadn't. I don't know. Anyway, it also comes in a pen, and it's a little thicker than the Novolin was, and it's 20 units once a day. So, unlike the Novolin, which I had to take twice a day, once a day. And, it pretty much looked like the other one that I was taking, the Novolin, only it's a little thicker. And here's the pin tips, 100 of them. And I got 2 boxes of these. I have not looked at this to see how long it's supposed to last per pin, but if it's only once a day, it should last me longer than the insulin I was taking beforehand. So we're going to see how that goes. The reason or the problem I had is that I was able to get the Trulicity on Saturday, but there was a question about the other medication, so that wasn't confirmed until today by both the nurse at the Joslin Center, which is where I go to see the endocrinologist, and the pharmacist at Wegmans. Some of you may know Wegmans, some of you who don't. Let's just say that's where I get my meds from. Anyway, so we got that taken care of. Then I had a meeting with another nurse who talked to me about this, the Dexcom G7. This only came out last February 2023. And supposedly a lot of people like this a lot better than the Freestyle. My nurse certainly does. This is the reader for it. It's smaller than the other one. I had to turn off the alarm though because I didn't take any insulin for 3 days. You know, I took the insulin for the first time today. Last time I took insulin had been last Friday. This is a Monday. So my numbers had been high ever since. So anyhow, this is the monitor. I'm not going to show you everything, but I am going to show you just the first number here. So there's the number up there. Hard to focus on. Right now it says 148. 148 is the lowest number I've had since Friday. So it's at least doing its job. And the sensors, oh geez, I don't need to bring the sensors. The sensors look almost exactly like the Freestyle sensors, only they're a little bit bigger, a little wider, and a little thicker. But you put it on the same way, you know, there it is. It's on there. And you push it. She said, you know, once you get it in there, she said, you just relax after you've, you know, done the alcohol, everything else. You just relax, you put it there, and you push a button. So this time it's a button, but you know, you still push the thing on there. Then she says to make sure to do everything around the thing, you know, around the side of it. And she said it should work fine, but if you have problems, you get something like this. Now, I guess these things came out by someone when the Freestyle Libre 2 came out. And you can supposedly buy them on eBay. But she only had a couple of these and she couldn't remember what they were called. And I have no idea what they're called. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to go on eBay and put in Freestyle Libre 2. I don't know what you call it. I could call it a sticker. Maybe that's what it is. That should help anyway. But you can see it's a lot bigger. And she said that, you know, you peel the stuff off and you stick it on there. And now it makes sure that all the sides of the sensor are going to be good. So she said a lot of people have found, since this is bigger and, you know, you can push it down better, that they haven't needed this. But she said it's a good backup if you want it. So I just may do it. I don't know. I want to see how this is working. I mean, the sensor's working, you know, worked for 3 days. So it's already years ahead of the Freestyle Libre. And, you know, I've got new meds. I've got a new reader. We'll see what happens. Probably sometime in a few weeks, I may do a review about this. We'll see how it goes. Probably my next video is going to be about seeing my ophthalmologist again, because I have that appointment on Wednesday. I have a weird feeling he's going to say my eyes are still swollen. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, my name's Mitch Mitchell. Just trying to be helpful by giving some information. I hope y'all have a wonderful day.